Hi, I am Barbara, your MC. I'll introduce you to each act, starting with a little poem and maybe a few facts. So sit back and pretend you are home. On your mark, get set, let's go. Because like the song says, there's no business like show business.
Show business like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything that traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra wow. There's no business like show business. They smile when they are low. Even when the turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show.
The butcher, the baker, the grocer, the clerk are secretly unhappy men because the butcher, the baker, the grocer, the clerk get paid for what they do, but no applause. They gladly bid their dreary jobs goodbye for anything theatrical and wide.
Business like show, business like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything that traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra wow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even when the turkey that you know will fold, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show.
Want to take a ride on the Surrey with the fringe on top? Joe invites you to come to Oklahoma, where the streets invite you to skip and to hop.
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow white horses in the slickest rig you ever see. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy folks will peep through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, their upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass windows you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig, I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I'd care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. I can feel the day getting older, feel a sleepy head near my shoulder, nodding, drooping, close to my shoulder till it falls kerplop. The sun is swimming on the rim of the hill, the moon is taking a header, and just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, you bird, my baby's a-sleepin', maybe got a dream worth the keepin'. Whoa, you team, and just keep a-creepin' at a slow clip, clop. Don't you hurry with a surrey with a fringe on the top.
Caitlin loves to lead a parade and prays that the raindrops do not fade. She's determined to be a star, and we know for sure she'll go very far.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether on the rose of sheer perfection, the freckle on the nose of life's complexion, a cinder or a shiny apple of its eye, I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once, right, sir? Oh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see I've gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I've simply got to march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One hit that bell will proclaim. Eye on the target and wham! One shot, one gunshot, and bam! Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am. I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I've simply got to march, my heart's a drummer. Nobody, no, nobody is gonna rain on my parade.
Edelweiss is a beautiful flower. Austria is its home. Lydia and Jim heard of good times there. People who live there would never roam.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you bring me you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, that's my homeland forever.
Dolly is a colorful character. Diane makes her come alive with her strong voice and her personality, as well as her charm and her drive.
Hello, Dolly, well, hello, Dolly, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly, I can tell, Dolly, you're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying while the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So take my rap, fellas, find me an empty lap, fellas, Dolly will never go away again. Oh, well, hello, Dolly, well, hello, Dolly, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly, I can tell, Dolly, you're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying while the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So take my fap, fellas, find me an empty lap, fellas, Dolly'll never go away, Dolly'll never go away, Dolly'll never go away again.
Wendell sings of Old Man River, of its strength, its beauty, and power. Sings of all its wonderful attributes. We can listen to Wendell for hours.
Well, good evening, and I think if I was in your shoes, I'd be asking myself, what's an 84-year-old man that's never sang a solo publicly in his life singing Old Man River? Now, can you make sense out of that? Well, I'll help you make a little sense out of that. I was lucky enough to be born on a farm in about 25 miles south of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And it was a grain and livestock farm. And that's where I grew up till my 18th year, I guess it was, something like that. But one of the neat things about that farm was, well, I had two older brothers, two younger brothers, and a younger sister, my mom and dad. And but just on the east end of that farm, there was a river. It was called the Little Wabash River. And it ran and ran and ran. And I spent many times in the period of growing up fishing that river, hunting big turtles, and just exploring the river. That was my Old Man River. Old man the river, that old man the river, he must know something, but he don't say nothing. He just keeps a rolling, he just keeps a rolling on. He don't plant the potatoes, he don't plant the cotton, and those who plant them are soon forgotten. But Old Man River, he just keeps a rolling along. But you and me, we sweat and strain, our bodies all aching and racked with pain. Tote that barge and lift that bale and get a little drunk and you land in jail. Eyes getting weary and just got tired of trying and tired of living and feared of dying. But Old Man River, he just keeps a rolling along.
Sheila is going to recite a poem, which I'm sure that you will like. You'll enjoy listening to it as you go along with her on a leisurely hike. Wendy's rendition is beautiful as we hear about the trees. Her version of Joyce Kilmer's poem feels like a gentle breeze.
Please ignore the snow because this is a season of magic. The buds on the trees and the bushes and the plants are all making their promises. It is a wonder to see the buds swell up and begin to take color, and soon the landscape will be awash in splashes of color. The dogwoods and the crab apples at the Willows make a marvelous display. And above and beyond, there's a haze of magenta and gold, rose and chartreuse, as the tiny buds and blossoms on the trees begin to unfurl. I need to take myself out into the woods and surround myself with that quiet splendor. Gwen Frostic has written this poem. The woods were shimmering, a delicate fantasy. The wind was still, the air was warm. It was a great phenomenon of life the day the leaves came out.
Three girls, played by Marty, Ellen, and Nance, want to dance their wedding dance. The matchmaker will change their mind, 'cause some fellas just aren't the marrying kind.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, you bring the veil, you bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring that I'm longing to be, the envy of all I see.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so make me a match of my own.
Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can. With no money, no family background. Be glad you got a man. So make me a perfect match.
Lydia sings so beautifully of the street where Freddie's love lives. She sings of good times they could share and the memories they could give.
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. And once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you might suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
Anita sings Adelaide's Lament. It's oh so sad, because Nathan isn't a marrying lad. He'd rather play the gambling game than go and change Adelaide's name.
there. The average unmarried female, basically insecure due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, involving the upper respiratory tract. In other words, after waiting and waiting for that little wedding ring of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can give her all the vitamin fizz and the everything, but it never gets anywhere near where the medicine should be. So anyway, it's been a hell of a life, folks. Looking for this guy. A person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency, C note, chronic organic symptoms, toxic and hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, after wondering whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can spray her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the problem is. If she's looking to get a name for herself, but the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, after stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop a grip. When the train starts, there's a train. When I board that train to Niagara, and I can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grip, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezing and the sneezing and a sinus that's really a pip, from the lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old. A person can develop a big, bad cold. Choo!
And now, before we close the show, there's someone we feel so strongly you should know, our accompanist, Jim Duncan. Malcolm strums his perfect guitar, while Jack sings his tra-la-la. Together they make music which is oh so grand, that gives you proof that this land is your land. And when Jack signals you, you'll have a chance to join in too.
This land is your land, California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that golden sky and the skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Everybody.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
I roamed and rambled, I followed my footsteps to the golden streams of your diamond desert. And all around me a voice was sounding, this land was made for you and me. Everybody. This land is
Your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
The sun came shining and I was strolling, wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling. Fog was lifting, voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. Everybody.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Thanks very much, folks. That's it for the show. Good night, Mr. Calabash, wherever you are. Hope you enjoyed it.